What's going on, everybody? Friday here with Friday's Gear Reviews, and today we have a special one. Today we're taking a look at a piece that's really hard to describe unless you actually handle it, and that's the JRW Gear Curator. But we're not talking any old curator. We're talking a curator with a zirconium shell and an antique brass insert. And man, does this thing feel as good as it looks. So when I first decided to do the review on this, I wanted to kind of figure out the inspiration for why something like this is created. So I went ahead and reached out to the maker, Jamie Williams, and kind of picked his brain a little bit about what his inspiration behind this was. And Jamie told me that before he started JRW Gear, he was really into photography. So 50% of the inspiration of this is photography related, because he said what inspired it is because when he is photographing like different types of EDC gear, he enjoys really how the light plays off of the item and getting the right angle and the right aesthetics. And so he decided he wanted to design something that would be fun to photograph. And be the focal point of each EDC photograph. And I think he's done that, and I can show you why. So let's say this is a photo you see on Instagram, or you see on, Facebook or something like that, and you don't know what this is. But for some reason, your eyes are drawn to it each time. Because while this pen is awesome, it's very plain and simple, so it doesn't really stand out in photos. This, on the other hand, takes it to a whole new level. So let's go ahead and talk about the other 50%, because that was 50% of why. The other 50% is going to be because he collected coins. And so when he designed something, he wanted to design something that was a coin shape, but yet had a super aggressive and tactile feel, so he could just kind of fidget with it daily. And I think he nailed it. I really do. So let's talk about, kind of the vibe and the materials that go into this curator or piece of EDC gear. And so let's just first kind of look at it real quick and look how the light plays off of it. It's awesome. But first of all, the first material that comes to mind is the more special or more premium material, and that's going to be the zirconium. So the zirconium is kind of this understated, super, refined and super premium material that has kind of like a stone type of color to it. But when you kind of move it in the light really kind of shines off on it, which is great. So then we'll talk about the antique brass insert. And man, this is what really kind of sets it off. It's kind of that, real contrast to the dark and cold zirconium. You have something that is warm and worn in and inviting. It really does give a killer contrast. So now, what is it for? That's a big one. I know people that don't know what this is look at this and it's like, okay, well, first of all, is it a grinder? And it's not. It's not the piece of a grinder. After talking to Jamie, he said it's two things. First, it's pocket art. And second, it's a worry stone, which is pretty cool. But this is not like some sort of fidget toy like from, your standard companies, like fidget spinners, things like that. This is a grown-up, design-conscious, precision machine version of that. So it's meant to be carried. It's tactile. When your hands are busy, you're in a meeting or watching a movie or whatever, this thing gives you something to do while staying low-key and not being obnoxious. It's just fun. And I can give you a for instance here. So we'll start off with this. If you're a knife guy, you can't tell me you have not played with it. I'm doing this here. But this, if I was not a knife person, would get super old. And the other one is for the pen guys. You can hear that clicking constantly would drive people nuts. For instance, like my wife. me clicking pens or flicking over knives. Drives are insane. But let's do something here. What do you hear? Absolutely nothing. But I'm still accomplishing that goal, the fidget goal, which is really, really cool in my opinion. Which brings me to the last point of what it's for. This thing is just built solid, so you're not going to wear it out. So let's now switch gears to the fit and finish. One of the things I love about JRW Gear, you know, the items they make, especially the Curator, is how clean everything is on this. The lines are just beautiful. There's no gaps, no, weird tolerances. The brass insert sits little recessed here. It just looks perfect. The edges are the edges are soft, but still look crisp at the same time, so it's comfortable to hold in the hand. You can truly feel that this was machined with care, like super attentive to detail. And I've handled a lot of different types of fidgets and worry stones and coins and stuff. And this guy is one of the most refined pieces I've handled to date. But as far as carry goes, I usually carry mine in this guy right here. This is the Greg Stevens design slip. So you just it's got the little pocket right here. Slide that guy in and carry it like that. It's just kind of to protect it, but it's still easy to carry because it's relatively thin. It's soft. It's it has no sharp edges, anything like that. So this thing is super easy to pocket with or without the slip, especially without the slip. It's maybe a little bit bigger than the size of a Zippo, but it's definitely super thin. And it's good for a regular pocket, a regular front pocket, a coin pocket, or like a jacket pocket or whatever. It has smooth edges completely around. There's no hot spots, no snag points, or it won't wear a hole in your jeans. But personally, I would carry it in the slip as opposed to carrying it by itself, because personally, with this specialty one, if I dropped this, I probably would cry. But honestly, half the time I throw this in my pocket, I forget it's there. And that's the point, right? It's just something that's in your pocket, and then when you get this conscious thought of, let me fidget with something, you're like, oh yeah, I have this cool thing in my pocket that I can mess with. I will say though, to that point, this specific one is on the heavier side, even for the Curators. And that's due to the fact zirconium is a heavy material, along with brass that is also a heavy material. So you will kind of notice in the pocket, but if you're wearing and that's if you're wearing like gym shorts, but if you're wearing like jeans or slacks, you probably won't notice it very much. So another piece that's cool is how it's going to age, right? The Zirc will start to develop this dark, more lived-in look, and the brass is going to, basically the oils from your skin are going to kind of reverse patina this, and I'll explain what I mean. So this is an antique brass, so it is something that has been patinaed already. But what's great is if you look, as I play with it in the light here, you can see that they've gotten shinier at the peaks, and that's just from being, kind of messed with over and over and over. So it's one of those things that over time gets a really personal, either anti-patina or patina on the back. It looks like a well-loved tool or something like a vintage lighter that you would carry. Now, let's be honest here, okay? This is not a budget piece at all. Zirc itself is not cheap. Brass is not too expensive, but Zirc is expensive. And then you add in the crisp machining that from JRW Gear, and it kind of takes it to that next price point. But if you're the kind of person who appreciates craftsmanship, if you're into pocket art, or you honestly just want something unique that no one else has around you, this is your guy. This is 100% worth every penny, in my opinion. It's not going to be like a knife where it's going to cut something. It's not going to be like a pen where you can write it down, or a multi-tool where you can tighten something, or a flashlight that you can see. but you will find yourself putting this right here in your pocket more than anything else, which is just kind of the point. So yeah, the JRW Gear Curator, it's a vibe. It's clean, it's tactile, it's beautifully made, and it really tells a story every time you pull this out of your pocket through the patina and just the overall fun to mess with this. But if you're already in JRW Gear, this is a must if you don't have one. If you do, you already know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't handled one and you decide you wanted to buy this one, be careful. It's hard to go back after you've owned one. So go ahead, if you like this review, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this review here, because there's definitely more on the way. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by.